Hello and welcome to Isaan Flicks. Today I should take you along on a typical afternoon walk here in Warin Chamrap District, Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand, in the region known as Isaan. First off, we bump into a couple of young cows snacking on some bushes. An example of nature in action, so to speak. The recent rains have ceased for the time being. We have had a couple of dry days and are now well into our third day. However, a storm is predicted and forecast for the end of the month. Whether it happens is all down to nature. Of course, after all the recent rain, everything seems to have grown exponentially. The grass, the shrubs, the plants, the trees, and of course the rice in the local paddies. And furthermore, everything looks to be very healthy. The ground is drying up nicely, however there are a few muddy patches and some puddles about, and it still feels a bit soft underfoot in places. As you can now see, water is laying, standing, whatever, in some of the local fields, but the trees are thankful while they do their job of soaking up some of the water, and the trees do look better for it. Just another example of nature in action. The relationship between mankind, humans, don't want to leave anybody out in this today's politically correct world, but our relationship with the environment was established many moons ago, and we, humans, have lived in the kingdom of nature and interacted with it constantly. The influence of nature is all around us, in the form of the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. And any change in the environment can only result in devastating events. Talking of shocking events or disasters, has anyone noticed all the flooding that is occurring at this moment around the world? I haven't seen much reported in the media. Anyway, if you do have some spare time, please step outside and take a look around you at all the beautiful things nature provides us. Even better still, take some time to walk in a garden, a park, or the countryside and look and see at nature in action, and then decide if what you see is worth saving for future generations of us humans. Your environment, wherever you are, is worth saving, in my opinion, and that of millions of others, but all of us has to help protect it by doing just a little housekeeping for starters. Clean up the rubbish that is polluting our environments to ensure we continue to have some fresh air, clean water and healthy fruit and vegetables to eat. Don't the trees look wonderful? Furthermore, we need to keep our waterways, rivers, streams and ponds pollution free to help give us healthy fish and to make sure the fields our animals graze in are rubbish free, so they do not inadvertently eat plastic bags or other such rubbish items, to ensure they live a healthy life before they become our food. You may know or can remember what was once said about one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Well, perhaps that quote could now be used to help this planet and not just on the moon. As you can see by now, I do like nature and care about our environment. And I believe to take nature for granted is perhaps being selfish. After all, nature does require man's help to survive and to keep itself healthy. Would we leave rubbish for humans to eat? Or maybe that was a stupid question on my part. After all, we do feed our pets. Farmers feed their livestock and help to maintain their health. To most, that would be common sense. So why not use the same sense to take care of our environment accordingly? After all, it is not difficult and should be like second nature to us humans. But we all know about sense today. It appears to be in short supply and no longer common in mankind. What you are seeing now, I believe, is a purple Thai devil crab crossing the road. These are small and fascinating scavengers, freshwater crabs, which live in the forests and rivers in Thailand, but are happy scrambling around on land hunting for its food sources. After all, they will have water in the rice paddies when not nearby rivers or streams. Just another piece of nature in action. Here ends today's sermon, so if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, and you know all the rest. But if you don't, think about sharing the video, leaving me a comment or subscribing to the channel if you already haven't done so. That's about it for today. The cows are heading home, so shall I. So until my next video, please take care, look after your environment, and for now it's a goodbye from me.